What's up, everybody? Back again to Time to listen to. I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
Boy, I had a wild Saturday night last night. My first ever wrestling pay-per-view, and it was AEW.
I'm just gonna point out he texted me at like 9:15, like
9:30
or something like this, and I was like, "Oh God, no good text ever comes after 9 o'clock. Something really bad must be happening." And he just sends me like this choppy ass video of CM Punk, and he's like, "It's your favorite boy," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah. Well, to be fair, my phone is Galaxy 8, so
yeah.
So my quality of video is, when it came out.
Yeah.
It came out.
Oh God, when did the 8 come out? Like, fucking 2014, 15?
Probably. Sounds right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, my first experience to any wrestling event ever, and it happened to be AEW.
AEW.
It's good. It was good. I don't know. I can say a lot of things. I was in the upper section, section 20, in the Target Center. If anybody who've been to the Target Center or at least been to a basketball game, there is only 2 sections.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3, depending on how you want to look at it. But I was in the 200 section, upper level. Not bad. If you're at a basketball game, you can actually see everything. But,
yeah.
Because I figured this was a wrestling event, the ring's actually a lot smaller than a fucking basketball court.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty good seating for a 200 level. I mean, this was like 200 level, 1, 2, 3, 2 or the second or third row in the section.
Yeah.
So you're not that far up. So you can actually see anything. Oddly enough, if you haven't been to one, let alone a pay-per-view, just a regular old match, It is fucking quiet.
Is it?
It is quiet until you see like the wrestlers like trying to hype up the crowd or something amazing happens, like holy shit or you suck or whatever happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it is just straight up quiet. You can hear every time when they slam, you can hear it. It's like so fucking loud. Oddly enough, you can't hear a chair shot.
Really?
No. I can hear.
I thought that would be like the thing that you could for sure hear.
Maybe if you're down there, you could probably hear it. But if you're like up there, you cannot hear it at all. I mean, you can hear the kendo stick hitting somebody.
Yeah.
You can definitely hear that.
Oh, God, yeah, that shit fucking goes throughout the entire arena.
But surprisingly...
That's very strange to me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
hear...
I'm actually sitting here kind of mind-boggled that you can't hear a chair hit.
No, I mean, you can hear somebody crashing in the stairs.
Yeah.
That you can hear.
That shit's loud. But
you can't hear a chair shot because Jungle Boy consendoed one of the Super Click guys.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear that. But that was all the way up on the ramp. So, I mean...
Maybe that's why...
But no, other times, like, during the street fights, you can't hear any of the chair shots at all.
That's so strange to me.
The bass in that fucking place is loud as shit.
Oh.
From the speakers.
Yeah.
The pyro, it hits different when you're actually
there.
So, but all in all, it was good. It was a good PPV.
Good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can definitely hear Vicky from all the way fucking down there.
Yeah.
Her voice is so fucking loud.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And a lot of Eddie's. I mean, it made sense because yesterday was his 16th anniversary, and he actually died here. So
yeah,
there was a lot of Three Amigos and shimmies. So yeah, it was good.
Hell yeah.
If they come back or any pay-per-view or actually any show,
any like major show,
yeah, check it out. Although the guy next to me, he went to yesterday's Rampage, because if you're unfamiliar with AEW, if you are, Rampage starts at 9, so they don't have to compete with SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
But he told me, I'm like, because all this time, like, well, if they started 9, this must be pre-recorded. No, it's all dark matches up until 9 o'clock. They start at 7, dark matches for 2 hours, and then go live for that last hour for Rampage. I'm like,
Huh.
whew, damn.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't either.
Kind of wish I didn't know that, but like, huh? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works for him, it works for him. They would change it obviously if it wasn't. So
I didn't stick around for Tony Khan to mention what's happening. There was no big. I was hoping somebody big who got released from WWE
would like show up type thing.
The only person that show up was shit. I forgot his name, but he's fuck. Yeah, I can't. But anyway, he's
Clearly, he's not that big.
well. Everybody knew
Yeah.
who he was. I'm the only one clueless because I haven't.
Everyone is like booing and cheering around him, and Jared's like, half that, yeah, sure. What other people are saying.
So yeah, all I know is he's open challenge to Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship Wednesday. So
Okay.
So yeah, so I'll check him out then. The Claw was there down in the front row. For those who knows who that is. So yeah, I like my experience. I'm kind of bummed I'll be working next month when Raw comes to the XL Center. So that sucks.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. And I bought a belt, and I didn't bring it last time because it's obviously
Big fan.
But anyway, so once again, social media bears his ugly face.
All right, what's going on social media that I'm not aware of because I don't fucking care?
Well, the first one is there's two of them. One, the minor one, there was like Big Brain Post. That's the account name.
Big Brain Post. Let's go.
Or headlines. One of the two.
Big Brain Headlines or some shit like that.
Yeah. So it was not a Twitter account, a Tinder account.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad.
So there was a guy standing in New York,
Yeah.
age 23, and there's the Twin Towers right behind him.
Oh yeah, God, that's been going around as like a joke for a while.
Yeah, and then it wasn't the post, it was more of the comments.
Yeah.
That's what I'm harping on. And one of the comments was like, I don't get it. What's happening? I'm like, I'm like, what are you, 12?
Oh no.
it's like, and then it's like, well, first off, he's 23, and the towers went down.
Towers are
back in '01. It's like, oh, okay. And then other posts like, well, not everything revolves around America. I'm like, the whole world knew what happened this day.
Literally, the world stopped that day because everyone's like, oh shit,
Somebody attacked America.
Something fucked America up.
Yeah,
Like people knew.
Yeah.
People know what that day is.
and it's like at the same time, it's like, okay. America harps on, well, not harp. I shouldn't say harp, but brings it up
Constantly.
every
Fucking
year.
constantly. I fucking hate it. I'm so sick of it. So sick of it.
So I don't care how old you are or young, you would know,
You know
what happened that day.
You know what happens.
So I find it hilarious. I'm like, you must be 12 or
Yeah, you must be
something.
like 12 from like a way different country.
No, I think he was from here.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't care. Like, I personally, I think we just need to fucking move past it because I'm sick of fucking hearing it every fucking September and every goddamn sports game and every. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was your main post of someone being like, well, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah. And then the second one, so I don't know, I guess Netflix released the casting of One Piece. And
Oh, God.
internet exploded.
Unironically, I am excited for this. Anyway, you can continue.
And I don't know, I must have missed an article where the CSA or who their producers promised Nami to be black. I must have missed that article because I didn't see nothing.
I have
like
not heard or seen or any whisper. And trust me, I follow some people in the Smash community that are like hardcore, diehard One Piece fans who probably would have said something about it. I've heard nothing about that.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, I haven't heard anything. You haven't heard anything. And next thing you know, everybody's up in rage. Point of order, everybody's up in rage except for the black community.
Yeah.
Because we don't care.
I was gonna say, like, it's literally just.
Well, actually, no. I take that back. We defended.
Yeah.
Saying like, no, she's white.
Yeah, she's
Swedish, European Swedish white.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we're confirming that Nami is white because she does come from an area in the lore of that fucking universe where it's based on Europe. So yes, she is white.
Yeah.
Most of those characters are in fact white characters, not Asian.
Except for Zoro. I mean,
Except for Zoro, which
Oda actually
confirmed.
It's like somebody asked the question. He's like, "Yeah, these are the characters based on
Zoro,
in real life."
Zoro comes from a Asian influenced part of the world.
Yeah.
Like, so yes, he technically is an Asian character.
So it's like, and everybody's up in rage. It's
and
like,
I'm just like, God.
why is Nami isn't black? Nami's not black. She's not white. I'm like, the black community's like, no, she's white. We didn't ask for her to be black.
It's genuinely so funny when like college white girls are like, you are offending the black community, and the black community is just like, we don't fucking care. What are you talking about? We don't. Like, who cares?
Like, yeah, especially the black community plus the anime community.
Yeah,
when they're together, it's
like the black anime community genuinely is some of the coolest people you'll ever meet. Because they don't give a fuck. Because someone would be like, oh, like, we're making live action Dragon Ball and we turned Vegeta black this time, and they'll just be like, we don't see the point of that. We didn't really ask for it, but like, all right, whatever, sure. Like, who cares?
Yeah. If anything, I'm like, Piccolo's the black character.
Exactly, that was about to be. Like, if anything, Piccolo's like the black guy of the fucking group. So, like, what are we? Yeah. But obviously, you can't have just black Piccolo. You have to have him be a fucking alien. Yeah. Otherwise, then you're getting into weird shit.
Although speaking of that, black aliens, I'm like, I think we harped on it for Teen Titans, where everybody was losing their minds.
Someone was like, yeah, like the whole Starfire being black thing. I'm like, this was the most unnecessary change I've ever heard of in my life. Yeah. If anything, I guess Raven might be black. Or you could argue Beast Boy could technically be black or like of African culture or like relate to that. But then you already have Cyborg, so what's it fucking matter? Who's literally black? It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's so awkward. I never know if I'm allowed to like comment on these things, just like being a white dude from the outside who also doesn't give a shit. I just think it's like these things are just these changes are just very strange to me.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
was weird. A change. It was just so once again, don't draw a line in certain areas.
Yeah, it's you people are fighting very strange battles. Yeah. Go find other actual issues in the world and direct your anger and effort at that. Not
unless they pulled out that article that's saying Nami was.
Yeah, if you can show me the article, be like, yeah, we have casted or we're going to, and like we promised we're going to do this, and blah blah blah. Then I'd be like, okay, that's kind of shitty to backtrack, but that's a different issue entirely. That's not we're trying to re-whitewash an already white cast.
Yeah.
That's just being like, you very clearly baited people with the promise of like diversity and trying to change the character in like an interesting way.
Yeah.
And then you just backpedaled because you're a bunch of pussies. But whatever. That's an entirely separate conversation.
But so far, no article, no nothing.
I can't. I guarantee if I try and find it, I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, I'm like, when I was reading, I'm like, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't think you guys promised. They promised anything.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. The only promise I ever remember from a company adapting anime into a live action in terms of like the whole Netflix thing was they would promise that Spike would be Asian in Cowboy Bebop. That's about it.
Now, he wasn't in the...
I don't know or remember because Cowboy Bebop's pretty ambiguous when it comes to that. They don't really mention like, or from what I remember, like countries or like places of origin.
Yeah, because
it doesn't matter.
Space.
You're in space. Like who gives a fuck? So, but whatever. Again, entirely different conversation to have of things. But yeah, that's just about the only thing I can remember in terms of like promising a casting from like Netflix. So,
all right. So we are at the halfway point of this season's anime.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I really like this season so far.
So do I. Especially Aristocrat Assassin.
That, for anyone who doesn't know, same guy that made Redo of Healer. If you were just watching this show, you might be able to kind of identify it because this guy's really not fucking afraid to be like, yep, there's people that sell children into sex slavery and all this awful things. He's like very not afraid to like censor it. But for the most part, you probably couldn't tell that it was the same guy.
No.
No. The violence level, yeah. Because they're not... I hope we get into more of the violence thing.
Probably. I think he's just building up his crew.
Yeah,
right
I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to get a season 2. Because this is a pretty slow burn in terms of, like, here's all the people that were in that first episode and blah, blah, blah. And every time a new girl gets introduced, me and my girlfriend are like, oh, that's like the sidekick. That's got to be the reincarnated like trainee that like died in the plane with him. That's got to be her. And then it just doesn't happen. And we're like, well, fuck. We're wrong again.
Although the big, like, because I've read this, the anime is more based on the LN than
the novel than the manga. So
what I did drop is the Life Seed bullshit.
Oh, the
Seed of Evolution.
The one with the monkey?
Yeah.
That I knew a lot of people were going to.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, cute gorilla girl. And I'm like, you're not going to like this as much as you think you are. Because it's really fucking stupid.
I got to episode 4 and they're like,
yeah, that's what I think that's where a lot of people have kind of went like, not for me.
Yeah, I dropped that. I'm still up in the air. I'm up to date, but still up in the air for Platinum End.
Yeah, that's not what I'm watching.
Because to me, this guy's more like an updated version of Shinji that actually killed himself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard some people say.
Because I know back when the first episode dropped, I'm like, this is a mix between Future Diary and I can't remember what else I said, but that's what the vibe is. Yeah, it's pretty much Future Diary with Shinji modern day problems.
Yeah, which, you know, it could be for some people. I just remember reading the synopsis of it, and I'm like, I know a lot of people are hyped for it. I just don't fucking care.
Like, I wasn't hyped for it. I just saw the synopsis for it. And like, this seems interesting. I'll check it out. I mean, so far, it kept me going week to week. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I like. I'm like, if you can keep me coming
if you
back,
can keep me interested, then
I'll come back to watch it. But as soon as you do something that'll lose me, I'm like, oh, that's it for me.
Yeah, I understand that.
Another one I haven't kept up with was Move Love, if I'm pronouncing that.
Oh, Move Love Alternative? Terrible. Fucking awful. I watched my 4-episode quota, and I was like, this is hot dog water.
Is it? Okay.
It is not good. And it sucks because Move Love Alternative, the like visual novel and like the world of Move Love in terms of like the games, infinitely better and more interesting. So much better. But yeah, the anime does not do justice in any shape or form.
Oh, all right. Shit. Because I only watched the first 2.
Yeah, don't.
So far. Because the first episode.
Because that's the show. Those 2 episodes, that's the show. Alien bad, hero back in time do good, time wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah.
And that's about it. They try. I can't remember if Steins Gate or Move Love came first, but yeah, they're doing the whole like, well, you're not back in time, you're in a parallel timeline from your own thing, and blah blah blah. So even if you fix things, it doesn't really fix things, and blah blah blah. And like any decision you make here is gonna make another timeline, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I get it. It's fucking stop. Japan needs to stop with that. I'm honestly so sick of that.
Oh, there was a meme with the Simpsons with Bart.
Oh God.
And not Milhouse. Who's the bully? The main.
Oh, fuck. What's his name? Oh my God, what's his name?
Oh,
I can't. The bully. You all know who the bully.
The main one, not the 3.
Yeah, not the 3 Stooges, but the main guy.
But anyway, shit. No, I didn't want to do that. But anyway, the meme was like every time in Japan releases the isekai, it's like Japan. He's the bully. He's like, oh, hey, Bart's like the rest of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Just slop. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that was funny. So anyway, I don't know. If
so that's all yours. Yeah, I'll just go like kind of down the list in order. Komi-san can't communicate. I wish the release were more consistent. Netflix and shit kind of sucks. So I'm sorry. Oh. I just touched footsies. It's not gay. Don't worry. Komi can't communicate. I wish the official subs were better. So that's why I'm waiting for the fan subs. So I'm only on episode 2. So far it's good. I really like that. World's Finest Assassin, still watching. Banished from the Heroes Party. This is like sickeningly cute. It's sickeningly cute. The two characters are very much aware that they like each other, but they won't just fuck already because Japan is allergic to sex for some reason or implying relationships with others. Yeah. But there's more development in this show in 6 episodes than a lot of shows, so I don't really care. I'll take it for what it was. Sakugan. This is the one where like they live in like underground city domes and blah blah blah, and they go on an adventure. We almost dropped it because the first 2 episodes were not good, and then the last 3 have actually just been bangers. It's grown on us so much that we're going to continue to watch. Restaurant to Another World season 2, another very cute, very slow show that's literally just like Food Wars, except people aren't dying and clothes aren't exploding. It's just kind of a fun, chill show. 86-second core did not disappoint. I was very nervous with the plot because I haven't read the LN or anything like that, or the web novel or manga or anything like that. Characters are all great. Story's still very good. The Great Jahi, I'm getting kind of sick of the running joke of her being incompetent and a dumbass and blah blah blah. But it's still cute. Like all the characters, all the characters around her are kind of why I'm continuing to watch. Like I like her boss at the bar. I like the landlady. That's super fucking adorable. It's hilarious the way they interact. Fairway Paladin, I like, but my god, is this so slow? And I wonder how slow the books are. Because a lot of people said that this is like one of the best in terms of like isekai fantasies that doesn't lean super heavy into the isekai part. Mm-hmm. They said that it was super great. And I see where they're coming from, but I don't know where he's going to go the next 6 episodes and fuck off and do things. He kind of had like a lot of growth already in the first 6, so I don't know where he goes from here. But whatever, like I said, we'll see. My senpai is annoying. Holy shit, this is the fucking Diabetes, the TV show. I fucking love this show so much. You've heard us talk about Doki Doki Little Oye-san, the landlady hentai one where the landlady's like 3'2" and he's like 8'9" and a bodybuilder. It's like the PG version of that. And the side characters, the side like other office couple, I can't remember their names, are also incredibly adorable. Love this show. It is so good. Maruko-chan. Pretty faithful adaptation. I honestly wanted to see anime do something, and that's broadcast in black and white, kind of like back in the old days. Because the monster designs are so much more effective in a like black and white medium like manga. So it's good, but the horror element really does not translate all that well. Still good though. I like the voice actor. The voice actress is phenomenal for it and everything like that. Same with like the sound design. It's all good. And then the last one, which is Suki to Nosferatu, the vampire in space one. Again, this is another one that's kind of grown on us. We're like, it started okay. Got really good. We really like how the characters interact. So surprisingly, we have not dropped anything this season.
Really?
Yeah, we have not dropped anything. So yeah, that's a sign of a good series or season. Normally, kind of dropping stuff every now and then, but nothing so far. Ironically, the only one I have kind of considered dropping is Jobless Reincarnation, the like second core of it. That's just because I can't fucking stand Rudy. Rudy sucks. he's fucking awful.
Well, the only reason why I haven't watched it is one, I don't really want to bring my laptop down here to
Yeah.
look it up every time I want to watch something. And two, like I'm super far into reading it. There's really no point in me watching.
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one thing I don't understand is just this author's obsession with making everybody horny. I don't know why sex is such a big part of this world. It's so strange to me.
Yeah.
Like Hero's Party, one of his dad's old adventuring companions, which he totally slept with, by the way. I don't fucking care what anyone says. He absolutely gave in to this woman. She's like, "Oh, I'm gathering information by having a gangbang in my room." And I'm like,
Well, I mean, I don't know if they mentioned it in an anime, but spoiler, she's cursed, quote unquote.
okay.
Well, I mean, she is cursed.
Okay, so there's a reason that she does
Yeah.
what she does. Okay, interesting, because I'm hoping there is a reason outside of just hot adventurer lady get banged and blah blah blah. That was very fucking obnoxious.
I mean, but you don't find out until
a while.
probably until season 3.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Like what just happened like recently?
He just reconciled with his dad. They like met up and they had like their first encounter, and then now Paul's like apologized and they're going on doing stuff.
What episode was that?
That one was
that 4?
5. They meet in 4 and they have like their fight and / argument, and then the episode after that, if I'm remembering everything correctly, that's when they like have their come to Jesus with each other and blah blah blah. So
Okay, so at the pit, and it's a 12th season, I'm assuming.
yeah, this is technically it's season 1. It's core 2 of season 1, so it's the last 12 episodes.
Oh, okay.
So but some people are calling it season 2, which I hate.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
I don't know. I'm not part. I don't know the proper terms or if that is season 2. I was always under the impression that core just means half.
Right.
So
okay, assuming it's 12 episodes.
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah. Whatever.
Quarter, this quarter.
This quarter. Yeah.
So yeah, you won't find out until what's her face leaves.
Okay.
And then he goes to school with the horny chick, and that's when you find out when.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really care about spoilers because I don't think after this core I'm going to continue this. I'll probably end up reading it because just that way I can just like skip over Rudy's dialogue 90% of the time because I fucking hate him.
Well, you're really gonna hate him when he goes to school.
Oh my god! Why won't this guy just calm down?
No, trust me, he'll calm down, but he's more mopey.
Oh, so he gets depressed instead of horny.
Oh yeah,
I'd rather him just.
Well,
be
no,
horny.
it's he gets depressed because he can't get horny.
Oh my god! I hate him. All right, I'm not reading Jobless anymore. I don't fucking care. I'm done. Rudy, you suck.
So yeah,
You can argue. You can call me a hypocrite because I'm pretty sure on this same show I've made the argument. Man, I wish our male MCs would like go after women more in a more realistic way because they are teenage boys, and all the males in the audience have probably been there where you lust after ladies, and my gosh, even just looking at them sets you off sometimes. But,
well, then if you want that, then read Trinity 7.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Trinity 7.
But I want it done in a tactful, realistic way, not a 30-year-old man that didn't ever fucking touch a woman trapped in a 12-year-old's body, because then I just feel dirty watching. Oh, but you watched the little landlady hentai. You can't feel. I can feel dirty. It's entirely separate. Go fuck yourself. Anyone who fucking makes that argument, I hate all of you.
Trinity 7 is good. I don't know.
Dude, Trinity 7, poppin'.
Yeah,
Fuck yes.
I don't think I completed it.
How old is Trinity 7? Hold on.
Because it released like
Trinity
once every
7.
once a month or once every 2 months. I don't even know if it's done.
2014. Okay.
Is it done?
I can't tell.
Because
I didn't see any end date. So
no. It's probably in fucking hate. It's like fucking D Gray, man. Jesus Christ.
God damn it. I just came up with this fucking chart in my, the line graph, like, this is the most extreme of this is the most extreme of this, and, like, you're somewhere in the middle. I can't help but feel like Infinite Stratos is like at the far end where the MC just has no idea what women are or like what affection is or like them hitting on him. So he's like the black hole over on the left. And then you have Rudy all the way on the right where he's just like, yes, that has a vagina. I'll fuck that. So I feel like that's the chart I'm going to be using from now on whenever I compare MCs and their willingness to bang women.
Oh,
our boy in Kicked from the Hero's Party, he's like right in the middle. He's like, yes, this woman is attractive. She's very clearly hitting on me. She has feelings for me. I have feelings for her. But we're not going to go too far. And I'm like, you know what? Good. I love it. This is fantastic. Let's have that. Let's have more of that.
Speaking of Rudy and that, if you watch, I think the second episode, or maybe the first episode of Aristocrat Assassin, they actually poke fun. Yeah, actually, multiple series. It's like, your mom's a beauty, don't perv out on her.
Yeah.
Like, I get that reference. Yeah. In the second episode, it's like, what was it? I think it was a samurai. And they poke fun at, I want to be, no, I can't remember who it was, but he gets reincarnated. Will I be reincarnated as a girl who has max level defensive stats?
Yeah,
like no,
that one.
It's like I know that reference too.
I was like, I get that reference, and then I was like, wait a minute, that show was actually good though. Like, why are we making fun of that one?
So
anyone who hasn't seen Bofuri, I think is the abbreviation of it, please go watch it. That is actually one of the most fun, like, in a video game, overpowered characters, because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just picking these things. She's like, I don't want to feel pain, and I don't want to do these things, so I'm just going to do all this. And everyone's like, you have somehow made the most overpowered character in the history of this video game, that the developers have nerfed you multiple times, and you are still the best. It's so funny to me. I love it.
Have you seen Standing on a Million Lives?
Okay, you just triggered the fuck out of me.
Okay, never mind.
Because
never mind.
I fucking hate that show.
All right.
I hate it. And the fact that it got a second season made me want to go postal.
All right, never mind.
Do you like it?
It tugs on an intriguing
Okay.
string. That's about it.
So I'm not.
about it.
I don't rage about it when I talk about it. I saw the point of what the show is trying to do. I really, really did. But you can't have like, oh, we're taking a more serious, dark approach to the situation, and then also have incredibly shit comedy moments. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry, you can't. If you're gonna be like, we're taking this and like looking at the psychological aspect and like the realistic part and like, are they in a game world or not type aspect of their situation, and then also try and like be lighthearted and like a comedy and have weird, goofy, silly animations and all that shit. Like, it's very tonally confused. I was so close to liking it, and then they just kept fucking everything up. Yeah. So,
all right, I just wanted to hear your opinion on that because, like you said, it was like it's intriguing, but at the same time, it's like, what are they trying?
Yeah, like what are you trying to communicate? Either go in the hardcore direction, like you seem to really want to, or go into like, oh, it's just another generic, we're into doing stuff in a video game with consequences type thing. Yeah. Like you got to pick one. And apparently season 2 fixes some of those issues. I haven't watched it just because I don't fucking care. Right. Like the last episode, I was just like, no, okay, whatever.
Okay. So I think that's about it for anime stuff.
Actual anime stuff.
So moving on to our news week. So, a high school principal is apologizing for the lack of sportsmanship after the football team won a game 106-0. 106-0. Now, this isn't actually the record. The record is that was held in Hawaii, which was it's on here somewhere.
Oh, they tied actually.
Yeah, it's at the end of the article.
Yeah, so yeah, they tied Hawaii at 104. So,
no, the record's back in 19 1927. It was a Haven High School in Kansas.
Yeah, that's right.
256 to 0. That's the record.
That's okay. So, how does that math work out? How many touchdowns is that per fucking quarter? All right, so,
Matt does the math on that one.
I'm doing the math.
256
divided by 4.
The losing team's principal said they showed unsportsmanlike conduct because they scored so many points in the first half.
Yeah.
In the first half, that it's like, well, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's lack of sportsmanship. I think that's lack of offense and defense.
I think that's
your coaching.
I think your team just sucks.
Or they were that good.
Yeah, or they're that good.
The high school in question is from Inglewood High School, so you know they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, yeah. Fun fact, the 256 record, that would have been, on average, 64 points a quarter.
Now, I looked this up. I'm like, how is that possible? And during high school rules, it's 12 minutes per quarter. And obviously, it's 12 minutes per quarter. Once you go down, it's down. It's not football rules where you have to be touched. Once you hit the ground, you're just down. As far as the time clock goes, I could have swore it just keeps going, no matter if you, other than you call timeout or whatever. But still, to score that many touchdowns in that short amount of time, there must have been some defensive runbacks. Or
there was some shit going on. There had to have been like interceptions and a bunch of other shit going on.
Pick six is going on.
Yeah, picks and all that shit.
100 and whatever yard kickoff returns or punt returns. There's got to be so much going on over there.
Yeah, there's got to be. Apparently, and I'm a big fan of this in the article. God, what are the exact words that they used? The most controversial move came when Inglewood's head coach went for a 2-point conversion after the team was already up 104 to 0. And apparently he got it because the final score was 106.
I mean, okay, at that point, let's say, that was unsportsmanlike.
Okay, at that point, yes, I fully understand.
That was unsportsmanlike conduct?
That's horseshit.
Now, at some point, you should have said, the head coach of the losing team should have said, I think we're done. We're done here.
We're just... I think there's some type of mercy kill rule when it comes to this. But, also the fact that there isn't doesn't surprise me because, how often are you going to be 104 on your opponent in the first half or by the fourth quarter, Yeah, I honestly, at that point, if I was the opposing school, I'd have been like, we are just not playing well. We're just going to call it. There's no way anyone's in the fucking mood to even try and come back from this type situation. That's how I would probably approach that.
Yeah, and further on the article, it says, however, his coach, Brian Collins, who is a first-time head coach, told the LA Times it was a classless move, quote-unquote, but he was proud of his players for not quitting. No doubt.
You know what? If my fucking high school team didn't want to quit and wanted to keep going, I'll let them play.
Yeah.
Great. If you guys are not discouraged from this and you want to keep fighting, I'll sit and we'll run plays. We'll keep going by the book. We'll do what we can. Awesome.
But to call it a classless move?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, it's one, because it didn't really say what happened, it is a classless move. Unless he kept his starters throughout the whole game, that's one thing.
Yeah, that's some horse shit.
Yeah, okay, then you got me. That's a classless move.
That's kind of,
because, he used his start quarterback. So it was expected. Sure, for the first half, unless he kept them in, the second half. I mean, at that point, I'm like, all right, where's our third string? Third string, you're up. Go.
Yeah.
Where's our JV team? Go. We're already up. There's no way they're fucking coming back. And unless he threw in his JV team or his third string team in there, and they're still scoring points, and you're still, goose egg. But you can't say shit, man.
Yeah,
you can't say shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation where I can understand the losing team being like, you kind of were assholes and shit like that. But I also see it from also from that perspective, like, if your players were willing to play, then who cares? Like, honestly, if they're still playing their starting lineup, if they're fucking doing the, third seed and string and they're fucking bench warmers and shit, and they're still kicking your ass, I don't know what to tell you at that situation, but yeah, I don't know. It's a slightly strange situation, hilarious story. I mean, good on the losing team for wanting to keep playing.
Yeah.
I mean, if they actually were like, we are committed to this and we're going, great. Perfect. That's what you want to see. So,
right. So, moving on. Next article. Influencers in Shanghai are posing at Costco, pretending that they're in LA.
It's so funny. It's so good.
Now,
I love China. China never change.
Now, this is their first Costco in Shanghai.
Yep.
And for some odd reason, the influencers from, I don't know, just influence in general, apparently I don't know if they've been to LA, probably, but
they've, at the very least, if they are Instagram quote-unquote influencers, they've seen people from LA and, like, that shit. It's hard to believe that they couldn't, even if they are behind the Great Firewall of China.
So I don't know what possessed them to think that posing in front of Costco is think they're in America, let alone LA.
I'm a big fan. It's great to me. I am so happy that this is going on. You know what I want to see in some of these influencers' pics? Other influencers also taking pictures at the same time, like they're in LA.
Now I'm looking at most of these pictures. I'm like, my God, these girls have some chicken legs, man.
Yeah. Oh, so like one of the example ones that they use, the bottom middle and the bottom right on this article. I honestly wonder how they walk. They don't have any muscle on their leg. There's no fat. There's no nothing. That's bone. How do you walk? How do you survive?
I don't know.
And then the lady on the left just also looks like she's starving to death, but whatever.
It's just, yeah. So, I mean, I get it. It's your first Costco.
Yeah, it's your Costco. Like, you gotta get the views. You gotta have that high life on the fucking gram.
I mean,
but like, you're not fooling anybody.
or I mean, at least you're not fooling anybody outside of Shanghai, at least.
Yeah. Also, I'm a big fan because apparently a lot of the tweets have been translated, and a lot of them just read as ads for Costco. Like, the products inside are really a bargain, one user exclaimed. I couldn't help but pick up 2 carts full of fruits, snacks, necessity goods, cosmetics, and electrical appliances. Everything you need is in there.
I guess. I mean, I go to Sam's Club. I don't go to.
I can't stand Sam's Club. Costco's so much better.
Well, the only reason why I go to Sam's Club is because,
closer.
Well, no, family.
Oh.
My name is on.
Oh, your family's
so
plan or something.
So, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm such a big fan. He's like, anyone who doesn't know, like, in our notes, he has this title as "Have you been to LA?" And I didn't read the hyperlink that he provided, so I'm like, oh no, something bad happened in LA and people are shocked. Let's see what happened. And then it's like, Chinese influencers are pretending to be in LA. I'm like, oh, that's a lot different than what I thought was gonna happen in this. But yeah, also, I'm just a big fan. It's so funny that this is how fucking stupid Instagram and all these influencers are. And this is a prime example of why I think it's a fucking joke. I'm sorry. If you're super into that and you like watching fucking TikTok and fucking Twitter and all these stars and you think they have real lives, good for you, I guess. But everything you see is fake and manufactured. I don't know. I don't know how to break it to you.
Oh yeah. I really don't understand. The only thing I understand is the dance credit. The only reason why I defend that is because I saw the Netflix explain for dancing, and then they showed the dance credit. Because a lot of, if you haven't seen it, because TikTok has dance challenges, quote unquote, and majority of the dance that you see craze that's going on are from black TikTokers. It's like, well, how about we just stop dancing and let's see what you guys do now, and nothing happens. Like, oh, well, damn, I guess we got to credit people now.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I would defend as far as TikTok is, credit your people.
Yeah.
I'll mention that later.
Okay.
So moving on, next article. Man asks Italian police to jail him to escape wife at home. Wow. Well, a 30-year-old Albanian citizen living in Monticello, I'll just say Monticello,
Monticello.
outside of Rome, was no longer able to cope with the forced cohabitation with his wife.
So, for anyone who is wondering why the guy's under house arrest for some other previous crime, blah blah blah, and apparently he was spending so much time with his irritating wife, breaks house arrest, goes to the jail that he was like gonna go to anyway if he broke the rules and shit, and he's like, "Officer, please jail me. I cannot stand this woman."
Well, it wasn't her because they're also living with other members.
Yeah,
they're Italian, so
family living type thing.
So I don't know what family he was with. I don't know if it's her family or his family. It just says
he said, "Listen, my domestic life has become hell. I can't do it anymore. I want to go to jail." The man was promptly arrested for violating his house arrest, and judicial authorities ordered his transfer to prison. I'm such a big fan.
So
this is the greatest. I love the world. This truth really is stranger than fiction.
Oh, so yeah. So I wonder if this actually happened during lockdown last year.
Nope, this was October.
No, I mean here in the States.
Oh, here? Oh, God, I guarantee some people got real fucking sick of their partners and family.
Oh, I've seen videos, but I'm wondering if people under house arrest.
Bro's house arrest? I imagine, yeah. I have to imagine that this has happened in the U.S. Maybe not, going to the jail to be please, for the love of God, arrest me, but for sure, breaking house arrest to get away from your family or your spouse, for sure. There's no way it hasn't.
But I don't know why I took those off. But yeah, that was hilarious. That I gotta get away from my house. Take me to jail. I wonder how many years he got, or probably just finished the rest of his sentence.
Yeah, probably.
So, moving on to our simp of the week. Simps of the week, I should say. Two of them. Only one of them because I like this guy's name. The first guy is Gary Flippin at Cowboy Flippin. I get a chuckle at that dude's name. And his picture. By the way, he got the glasses on, got the handlebar mustache, glasses on, and Matty Black cowboy hat on. Looking like, what's his face? Oh. Damn, I can't think of his name. But anyway, let's see what he's tweeted out, replied, and what have you. Guido,
Guido, Color Latex.
He replies, sexy, beautiful, comma, love her body art.
Yep, love her body art.
Good morning. Next one. Good morning, kinkies. ... Have a sinful Sunday hashtag. And there's a video with her. I don't understand
the mirror
the
dildo thing. I've never got that. Is it for you? Is it for the people you're recording for? I don't know.
And he replies, "That's hot." Red hot sweaty emoji.
Yep, sweaty.
You
fucking...
too, kitten cat emoji.
Wrong two.
Yeah.
Wrong two, by the
way. Next one, peaches, peach emoji, sweet delicious one.
This dude also, I've noticed a trend, loves just straight pussy pictures. That's some of his favorites. If there's no pussy in the photo, he don't fucking want it.
What sign fuck better than a Capricorn? I'll wait. Cancer. First off, if you have any any zodiac bullshit.
You're done. You're a simp. You're a full simp.
Yeah, you've replied to anything of that nature. Yeah, as Matt said, you're done.
You're done. You're out of there, bud. All right, hold on. I gotta let this guy know that he won. By the way,
Lucy, another pussy pic. Sweet holes, nice tits, cute, sexy girl. Breakfast. Once again, that looks so photoshopped. I don't know why it does. Breakfast. Yes, that does look delicious. It's another pussy pic with honey dripping down her vag onto, looks like, not Raisin Bran, but raisin toast, right? Is that?
Yeah, like raisin toast? Yeah. All right, you have won the award for a Titleist and Simp of the Week. Keep your notifications open.
Class and sexy. Nice tits and smile. Cute girl. Darkness. He replies, beautiful on the next pic. Where would you like to touch me? Comment below. Damn nice. That's not an answer.
Damn nice. It's like, okay.
Lucy, 12K, shows, picture, hairy bush. Great body, hot girl, enjoy the bush.
Of course you do, you fucking cowboy fuck.
The cookie jar. Sweet kitty, I would eat all of that cookie.
Of course you would.
Technically, it's supposed to be cookies.
Yeah, I would, yeah, cookies, because, cookie jar. There's multiple cookies in a cookie jar.
Yeah, man.
Gary.
Marja replies, good, hashtag, separate, by the way. Morning, hashtag, that's separate, by the way. So, hashtag good, hashtag morning.
Why?
What?
How about you stop that?
Yeah, it's like, hold on, let me click on hashtag good, see what pops up. Good, hashtag, night everyone. What the fuck? Let's see. What else we got? Mac Jones Discovery Hunter Henry. The last few weeks has been actually okay. That one's actually makes sense. Good work. Can't read that. New addition to the Phillies volleyball program. So much fun at the zoo. Hashtag. Okay, that actually most of these hashtags are.
This man's pretty boring. He's just like, yo, I enjoyed this photo. You sexy. You beautiful. He's not like the South American guys where we get 800 emojis in broken English. He's actually fairly well spoken. This is boring. You're a boring simp. You're not winning the Simp of the Year award. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, like I said, I only liked him because of his
name and his outfit. I respect it.
That's about it.
I'm not blocked yet. Perfect.
All right. So we're moving on to our next Simp of the Week. It goes by the name of Tengaris at Tengaris. No numbers, no anything. I think supplies to that. Let's see what he got.
Of the week. He's an artist, so I don't know if we're allowed. No, you can fucking be a simp. I don't really care.
Yeah. Let's see. Hannah MA post Tensy, I'm gonna eat you up in a bite, full set to her thing. He replies, I'll be your tasty snack, looking so good, and read beautiful, and there's a gif of Candace, I volunteer as tribute. Neat. Let's see.
Neat. Oh, that was 10 hours ago? Oh, our boy might not be awake to get my notification.
Probably not. Jenny Belly says, here at the Weep Stop, loving your Nero cosplay, so cute. No, that's not bad.
Really likes Azure Lane.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I'm on media. That's why I can't fucking see anything. I was like, he's not replying to anybody. Where is all this?
Okay, Hannah Bunny replies, Blue Archive, hashtag Karen Bunny on December Patreon Tier 1, link in bio, hope you like it. Absolutely love it. You fit her quite well. Sexy, gorgeous, and fantastic in a bunny suit. Not bad. I mean, again, I'm a little biased to girls in bunny suits. That's me.
I was gonna say this is unfair.
Yeah.
Jared can't judge this one.
Yeah, you light up my day with your photos. Every one of your sets is spectacular. Let's see. Thick elf in her natural habitat. Thick elf indeed.
Thick elf.
Do you like blonde elf Hane? Blonde elf Hane is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Loving this cosplay on you. You're so beautiful and passionate. Always light up my day to see posts. See post something. Always lights up my day to see post something. I read that right, right?
Which one? I read that. Yeah, always lights up my day to see post something. So he forgot you in that sentence.
Am I missing something? Let's see. If you see this, hope you have sweet dreams. Good night. So cute. I want to take a ride with a Ganyu. Let's go. Time to ride. I don't know about that, man. Hardly Ganyu on that. Hollow Live. Absolutely cute. GIF with what's her face? Kobayashi May Dragon.
Yep.
Another bone I can't once again bias on bunny suits. Let's see. My weakness, Hana in a bunny. Okay, again bias.
He's done this oh my god, he's just always on Hannah Bunny's dick.
Oh wait, no, Ganyu's an actual character from
Genshin.
I thought the actual fucking dark skin Ganyu's. So, I think we should give it to the other guy.
Yeah, because this guy is just pretty fucking mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary is just our normal simp of the week type thing.
I don't know. I must have saw something that...
There's probably something in there and you're like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. But so far, I'm like... as I'm just scrolling down, I'm like... He might be one of my people with the bunny suits brigade. So... Wait, what was that? Was it the bunny brigade from Dragon Ball?
For what?
Dragon Ball? Where they're... where Bulma had to dress as a bunny.
Oh, God.
And they thought she was part of the gang.
I think so.
Anyway, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen base Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess this goes out to you, Gary.
Good job, Gary.
Gary! I was watching the sports program.
The sports shows.
Gotta love them sports.
Gotta love those sports shows.
So yeah, this goes up for you, Gary. All right, moving on to our hentai reviews of the week. First one up is Paizuri Cheerleader. Now, just as the title says, it pretty much is Paizuri all day long until about the second episode.
Yep.
It's a 2-episode series. I do believe this is based off of a manga series. Hold on. I think it said it in. Dang it. Very true. No, it's just a regular anime. But yeah, no, it's just one episode. I'm sorry. The only sex happens at the end of the episode.
Yep.
But it's standard. Guy infiltrated the cheerleading squad just trying to get dirt on him. So the what's the actual cheer squad? I think it's called the cheer squad. The male.
Oh, I think it's also just cheer squad.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys dressed in all black with the white bandanas around them. That's who sent this guy into to try to get dirt on the cheerleading squad, but it just turns out oh, you guys need to know how to, stand up in front of crowds. In order to do that, you got to give Paizuri
Yep,
to this
yeah,
one
gotta
guy.
do that, because how else do you have a hentai?
Yeah.
Because you can't just have characters sleep together. They gotta have a fucking reason to do it.
So,
Because, people don't just sleep together for fun. They gotta have a weird reason for it.
so as far as this goes, it's only one episode.
Yeah, it's only one episode. Animation's pretty good to decent.
Yeah.
If you're super into Paizuri and not a whole lot of banging, go for it.
Sure. I mean, but then again, there's for something called Paizuri. I mean, yeah, there is Paizuri, but not a lot. Of
Yeah,
it.
not like a lot of it. It's not like in every scene like some people
Yeah,
would
I mean,
think.
there's only one Paizuri. There's not like a double Paizuri at all, which I'm kind of amazed there wasn't. Like, you kind of figured, I'm like, okay, if you're going to just give me Paizuri, you might as well give me all sorts of it. Blowjob Paizuri, double Paizuri.
Yep.
Just one single here and there.
Yep.
And one sex scene, and that's it. That's a wrap.
There
All
you
right,
go.
time to go home. Here's your check. Go
Yep,
bye.
here's your check.
Here's your
Good
go
luck
bye.
with your cheer stuff, and goodbye.
Yeah. So, yeah. I wouldn't watch this. Me personally, I would
definitely don't go out of your way to do it.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I won't watch it. Next one is Shoujo-tachi no Sadism. Read it. I would read this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw the scene, I'm like, did I watch this? No, I remember. I read it. But to give the story, teacher advisor happens to be, on the receiving end of, the president's, how should I say it?
Sadistic approach.
Yeah, hence the name.
Or
sadism.
bullying, I guess. Yeah, more
Yeah.
like femdom, sadism almost, but not really all the way there. But
Right.
yes. It's
Yeah.
caught in that awkward limbo where they won't go 100% in one direction, so they're like, oh, women bullying man in a sexual teasing way. That's sadism. I'm like, okay.
But read it. However, if you're big into tights, because that's pretty
A
much
lot of tights.
Yeah, a lot. If you're big into tights, yeah, give this a good watch.
Yep.
The animation itself, it's uncensored because
It came from that time period. Or
Well, it's weird because it came out in 2016, so I'm very surprised it was uncensored.
my guess is there's probably a Blu-ray of it somewhere floating around.
And happens to be it.
Yep. And they managed to get the scan of it, or a thing of it.
But yeah, if you like tights, and the whole sort, like Matt said, sort of sadism.
My issue with
femdom.
my issue with every quote unquote sadism / femdom thing that happens in hentai is it's like 4 minutes of the girl being dominant and like, haha, look at you, you're so pathetic. And then the guy gets mad and takes over, and then he's like, ha, I am now dominant one, and you wanted to be domed this entire time. And
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
oh no.
and they're like,
oh,
they're
no.
like, oh no, this is not how it is supposed to be. Why am I enjoying this so much? And I'm like,
But it turns out like, no, you're just doing that so he can be dominant.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, okay, this is
Like-
just like what you wanted, and like, that's how every one of these stories goes. It's so
Yeah.
fucking obnoxious.
Right. So, I mean, as far as the series go, yes, I would read it. But however, the animation in itself, especially around the tights when they do the whole sparkling thing,
Yep.
So I mean, if you like tights, definitely watch this. Especially if you want like the 5P, them going at it, and then banging all the.
Also, I don't think it's ever explained why these 4 particular students are like harassing / trying to seduce this one teacher outside of, I guess they can. At least in the animation. Maybe it is in the fucking manga, but
No, it's just one of those.
one of those, we need them to have the sex, so this is the situation.
Yeah, all I know is, oh yeah, and by the way, they marry. They all marry.
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
And it's funny because because the president's obviously rich, and you see the epilogue. You know, one of the two girls talking, and then and then you see a picture of them all in wedding dresses. I'm like, and oddly enough, when I watched this, I was looking back. It's like, what is, like, I don't know what possessed me to look into polygamy in Japan, even though it's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal, so I don't know.
However, doesn't mean you can't live with four. Oh wait, no, it was an article that I read something about. But anyway, it led me to believing, like, well, it's illegal to be married to multiple girls. However, there's nothing in the law saying you can't live in a conjoined.
live in the same location because they don't. Banks get their mortgage money, and landlords get their rent. So, like,
either way,
who gives a fuck? Like,
either way,
sure, it's weird, and they'll probably have an idea of what's going on, but like, they get their money at the end of the day, so who fucking cares?
But yeah, at the end of the episode, they're all married. Or I'm pretty sure legally.
I'm assuming he marries the president.
Yeah,
and then everyone else is just along for the ride.
Yeah, and I found out when I was looking into the whole polygamy, like, what happens to the kids.
Yeah.
Like, it turns out when, like, I should say the bastards, quote unquote, are born, they're actually registered under the mother's registry instead of the father's.
The father's, yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I mean, well, it's not weird.
Yeah, the family registries are kind of weird. I don't know a whole lot about it when it comes to Japan and everything. It's very interesting. I want to learn about it.
Yeah, because I'm like that. Because here,
because like apparently you have like either a family or like a personal seal that you also have to use for like official documentation.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that all works. If you design the seal, if it's like just passed down, or however that works, or if it's given to you. That's always something I've been very interested in learning about.
So, yeah. So like I said, I would read it first.
Yeah.
And then watch, because obviously it's a lot more to it.
Yeah, probably makes a little more sense. Maybe might be a little more interesting. But yeah, otherwise it's just at least the teacher's not an ugly bastard in this one. That's the joy that we can take from it.
Next up is The Roommate. Again, read it, because The Roommate actually has 3 volumes. To the last one we just read, it was just 1 volume. I think it's just maybe 5 chapters and several other one-shots from, one-shot stories. Mm-hmm. But The Roommate in itself is 3 volumes. So the story goes in this, main character.
I'm a big fan.
Character.
I love was at the depths of the despair. He was dumped by his lover and failed in the entrance exams. He moved to a new apartment to engage in studying for the entrance exam next year. However, he found that his new roommate was above an erotic nightclub. How do you just discover that when you move in? How do you not read the listing to where you're moving and be
technically, well, I'll get into it.
When he entered the room, there was a girl changing her clothes.
Now, what Matt just read is bullshit. It's it's a quarter true.
Okay, quarter true.
So the story starts off, the couple is about to have sex on the pretense that he got into, I guess, college. So he kind of lied to his girl, because they kind of promised, well, once you get into college, I'll have sex with you. And so obviously he didn't get in. It's like, I'm just going to say I got in. So they had sex. Like, I got to tell you the truth. I didn't get in. What?
What?
And that's when he got dumped, quote unquote, by a lover. It's like, and you know what? I need a place to live. So he goes to his uncle's place, who has a place, which happens to be the erotic nightclub. Or, the apartments above
yeah.
Now, when he gets there, I guess one of the, not servers, but what is it called? Like when you in a restaurant, it's called like where they seat you down.
The host. Yeah.
So the host is like, oh, that's here at right above the nightclub. Let me take you to the room. the owner's nephew. Here's your room. Goes downstairs. He goes out to the balcony. Comes back. The girl he helped out later in the episode, it's like they're changing. She screams. Everybody comes up. Oh, you're a pervert. And, oh my God, there's a pervert in the room. I'm like, time out. You, the host, has just led me here not too long ago. How you gonna call me a pervert? You knew I was in this room.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus Christ. I was
in this room.
So, I'm a big fan of like when characters fight back against that with like logic. It's like, wait a fucking minute.
No, he doesn't fight back at all.
But like what I'm saying is just like in general. It's just like, wait a minute, this is my fucking room, and like blah blah blah. Like, go fuck yourself.
So yeah, the series in itself, the anime, the hentai in itself, is good. Because he only bangs the hostess, his girlfriend, and
also he chills at the club.
Yeah.
There's just a scene where he's just getting a fucking lap dance. And, like, I think it's the hostess lady is just like, oh, how do you like it? And he's like, oh, this is fucking amazing. I'm like, okay.
No, it was another girl.
Was it another girl? Okay.
Yeah. So, and then throughout the episode, like, the mama-san, it's like, you know, feels him up. Like, hey, if you ever want to, I'm in this room. We never got to see it.
Never see it.
But, I mean,
disappointing.
If you read it, they do it.
Yeah.
Him and because now later the girl he helped out who thought was going to commit suicide, they're living together while she's teaching him, studies and everything like that. I mean, obviously they eventually do it in the second episode, but I'm pretty sure I think it's later on in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, it's good despite being 2 episodes. Him and that roommate who works in the club.
Yeah.
So he bangs like everybody.
Yeah, he bangs like everybody. The typical thing of my gosh, there's multiple ladies around here. Oh boy, they all for some reason have an interest in me. Guess I got to put my penis in them.
Yeah.
Because that's how these things work.
So,
and I always feel so bad that we're so fucking cynical about this shit. But it's just like, how many times can we review this and be like, oh, yep, this is an interesting thing that we've never seen before, when they're all so unoriginal. That's why whenever there is an interesting one, we're like, oh yeah, let's talk about this for like 25 minutes. And then this one, we're just like, yep. Stuff happens. Interesting characters. He bangs women because why not? And then move on with life.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, read it. There's 3 volumes worth of shit.
That's interesting to me that there's that much.
Well, who else has like a lot of volumes? Brandish.
Brandish has
16. It's 16 volumes.
Yeah, 16.
Oh my god!
I think officially 16.
Oh my god! It took me forever to get through that shit.
Yeah, that's some shit.
I mean, talk about
16.
Franchise. Holy shit!
I wonder how many Bible Black would have if you like.
Probably not many.
Like 5.
Probably. Well, are you talking about?
Like, let's assume they do everything chronologically. We see from the beginning to the end.
So the prequel.
Yeah, prequel.
Main one, New Testament.
Yes. They could probably fit that in like 7.
No.
I think they could.
No.
I think they could.
I mean, unless he wants to have. No way. Not even 7.
Not even 7.
How many pages?
What's like the average? Do you think for like a manga, for like a volume, for like a doujin?
180.
Like 100 something.
180. Well, okay. Taking out, chapter, the content.
Yeah, taking out like ads and the chapter stuff, and so yeah, I think you're right about like 180 is like what I think it is.
Prequel, main, New Testament, 180. 3.
3? Okay.
3.
Yeah, you probably could have a book like just for like each, honestly, couldn't you?
Yeah. Because I mean, okay, prequel is only 3. 2 episodes.
Yeah, there's not a lot that happens in the prequel.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot.
You could probably stretch that out.
Yeah.
At at least get some backstory prior to that opening scene in the prequel. The main was what, 6 episodes long?
6, yeah.
So that's double that. So that's 12 chapters. That's a volume right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then New Testament, I can't fucking remember. I think that's also 6 as well. So
yeah,
2.5
okay,
volumes.
2.5 volumes.
But yeah, fucking Brandish, holy shit, man.
Dude, Brandish is...
holy shit.
That is some shit.
That and Cheers. Cheers
know.
is long too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Despite being like very, I shouldn't say not campy, but it's underrated.
Okay.
Not much going on because everything is like kind of blurred out. It's the whole hollow penis type thing. I hate that shit, so I couldn't really get through it.
I love it. That's so funny.
I hate that type of shit.
I love it. It's so funny to me. It's like, oh yeah, she's eating an invisible hot dog.
That's like, it's so annoying. I hate it. I can't get hard to reading this. What the fuck? The fuck is?
I can't jerk my dick off to this.
So, what were we talking about? Roommate, right? Read it, and then if you want to watch it, you can see how much they cut out. Just cut out a bunch of shit on it.
Yeah.
Piss on that. I hate when they do that.
I do too.
But yeah, that is that. One thing I like to add before we close out, always review. Always give an honest review. Don't
sugarcoat it.
I'm not saying don't sugarcoat that too, but at the same time, the reason why I bring this up, because if you buy a video from ManyVids and they say review, so we can send you a bigger 4K download link, give a review. Don't just put reviewed. Send me the link.
Send link.
No. Put a fucking review in there.
Review.
Put a fucking review in there.
Yeah, if they put it on, like, fucking review it like you're a film critic.
Yeah.
Cinematography, lighting, script, pacing.
Or something like that.
You gotta review that. You gotta write it like you're fucking Roger Ebert. 2.5 stars.
Right, because I bought, it was on sale. I don't know if I mentioned, the only time I buy anything from ManyVids if it's on sale.
Yeah.
Like that's it. So I bought it was 5 orgy, 2 guys orgy of the what's the anime gambling anime?
Kakaguri or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
it was that one, and I reviewed it. It's like, well, I post on when I reviewed. It's like, well, I could have done without the extended teaser trailer at the beginning, and I could have done without the whole twice who's in it within a minute of each other. That's about it. That's all I wrote. But yeah, if they're gonna do some bullshit like that, give her out actually review.
Yeah, give a fucking just
whether it's porn or anything else.
Make it fun. Make it fun. They're asking you for a review. Fucking review it. You might end up on Reddit in a screen cap and someone's like, someone actually reviewed the fucking ManyVids thing. You'll be famous. People will have a good laugh. Have fun with it.
Right. So
like me. Like if there's some bitch on OnlyFans being like, oh my god, would you fuck me? And blah, blah, I'd be like, not really. Like, sorry, no.
You probably have to pay me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd, like we could go get dinner, like you get to know each other, be like friends, but like, it's gonna be it's gonna be like going Dutch. I'm not gonna fucking pay for you.
Yeah. Right.
I really desperately want to make a Reddit account called I Review Not Safe for Work Posts, and I want to just, based on whatever the title is asking me, is what I'm gonna reply to. And I just want to be just a sarcastic prick every time and just be brutally honest. Like, would you sleep with a 41-year-old mother of 3? It's like, you kind of got kids, so like, nah, not really. Like, we could like do like a one-night hookup type thing, but like, I don't want to like deal with your husband. That'd be kind of awkward. And like, what if your kids walk in? Like, that's even worse.
It is worse, actually.
Yeah,
it is. I've
like
had that happen.
that is happening in so much hentai recently, where they're like banging the mom, and then the kid walks in, and I'm just like, stop it. Stop doing this in your products. It's weird.
It happened 2 years ago, Halloween night. I was getting blown, and all of a sudden, I look over. I'm like, there's her daughter and a princess. I'm like, your kid's away. Your kid's up. And like, your kid's up. She yelled at him. She's straight up. I'm like, it was horrible. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, and I hated it. I'm like, I hate it.
This is the greatest story Jared's ever told in the show.
I hate it because she kind of just moved.
Yeah.
Because she lived in Hopkins. She had an apartment.
Okay.
Like, she had her separate room.
Oh, fuck. Dude.
She had her separate room, doors closed, and everything like that.
And the
every time
kid
I
just came in.
No, but now and then she moved to North in a house, and her kids are upstairs, and we always did it in the fucking living room, which I fucking hate it. on the either
You're just kind of asking for it at that point.
yeah. I'm like, what the? I'm like, can we just? Like, I never brought. I think I brought it up. Like, no, kids are upstairs. They're always fucking awake. But no, at this certain Halloween night.
Such a big fan. I'm a huge
buck
fan.
ass naked.
I'm a huge fan of this story.
On the couch. She's on the floor blowing me. Here she comes. Here's her daughter coming around all corner of mine. Kids up. Kids here. Dick's out. Rocker. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like,
I love everything about this. I thought it was awkward when my fucking girlfriend's cat was in the bed and like kept trying to like get up. It's like, go away, shoo. We can at least just shoo the cat out. Cat doesn't fucking know or care. He's just mad he's not laying on the bed anymore. Yeah, that's some like childhood trauma bullshit right there.
Well, it was dark.
And like trauma for you.
Well, not really.
Not really.
Not really.
It's just awkward.
Yeah, it's just awkward. But I don't know how much she saw because it was dark.
Yeah.
But still.
Oh my god.
But still. Anyway.
I needed that laugh. That was genuinely the funniest thing. I shouldn't laugh at your tragedy, but it's great.
Well, it wasn't my tragedy, but
yeah, I shouldn't laugh at a child seeing that, but what do I care? Fuck kids.
Yeah. Oh, another story. You know, I saw Eternals last Friday. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know what's more annoying. I know kids in general are annoying, but I don't know what's worse. A kid in between the ages of 3 and 10, or a teenager between the ages of 12 and 15.
12 and 15.
Yeah, because that's what I was fucking hearing in Eternals.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was like in the front row, and they were all like all the way in the upper there, so I could barely hear them, but I can hear them at the same time, and just fucking annoying. Just
I hate 'em.
Walking down.
I fucking hate them. I hate teenage. I hate audiences. I really do. I genuinely dislike them. Like, we went to go see A Quiet Place when that was in theaters still. Mm-hmm. And, like, the first scene, super dead quiet. And then, like, you know, like, the first thing you see is, like, the kid walk across, like, the camera with, like, the bare feet. Not even, like, a funny thing. Nothing, like, happens. But, like, that happened. Like, the kid walked across, and, like, the like, fucking teenage dumb bitches behind us, like, are laughing. I'm like, what's funny? Did I miss something? Like, where's the comedy? Please explain it to me.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, I think somebody complained, and then they just just shut up. Like, damn. But yeah, I honestly,
I've reached that age where I'm the asshole that'll just report your ass at the theater or turn around and be like, shut the fuck up, and then I'll just go back to watching the movie. Like, I'm not the one interrupting everyone's fucking day. I'm fucking paid money to sit here and watch a movie, not listen to your stupid ass on the phone or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
Luckily, it wasn't me, because I'm like, hey man, keep it up. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. You don't know where I've been.
Yeah.
Keep it up. You're gonna find out.
Yep.
And I'm hoping they will do something. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Go to jail.
I'll fight a 15-year-old. I don't care.
I'm like, I'll be back later to see the rest of this.
Yeah.
At some point.
You know the difference between me and you is? I have a job. I can pay for my own movie.
Yeah.
Also, I drove here.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm calling the cops. Cool. I'm gonna punch you a couple times. I'm gonna get in my car and drive away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Bye.
By the time they get here, I'll be gone.
We're gonna record you, okay? Whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't fucking care. Think cops are gonna do anything? I don't fucking care about you.
But anyway, thanks again for listening. Thanks to that one person who downloaded all our
every episode
recently. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. On that note, I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.